What is up, everyone? Hockey Stuff Guy here with my buddy Ian, the
AKA.
Flex Master, aka what?
Just the flex.
Just the Flex, and I'm Sank as always. Anyways, guys, we just got done with the Ottawa Senators versus Boston Bruins game on the 19th, I believe. This is the second. Yeah, it's the 19th, and it was the second. There was the fourth and final meeting between the Boston Bruins and the Ottawa Senators. And now the Senators are within 1 point of the Boston Bruins.
Points. Their Senators have 81 points.
And we have 82.
No, you guys have 83.
All right, we have... Yep.
But they have a game in hand. So what that means is they have one more game left than the Bruins have, which means technically they could be tied if the Sens win their next game and before the Bruins play the next game. So they'd be tied, which means it's a neck-to-neck, basically fucking cat fight. You know what I mean?
It basically is, and how far are the Bruins away from the Capitals, at least for the first wild card?
The Capitals, I believe, have 86 points.
But
the Bruins have a game in hand, which means, it's all pretty close, so it's going to be a tight battle for sure coming up to end of March here, going into April. So we'll see where the Bruins take it,
That is true. And also, I've been seeing Tuukka Rask has been performing a lot. Amazing lately, out of hand, even though we lost 3 straight, I believe.
Well, Tuukka's been playing good. A lot of this whole season, he's coming off the Vezina, so he has high expectations to perform to his full potential, which, he has, but he's also had his down points where he's letting in goals. Like today, it was both teams were just offensively just throwing pressure on the goalie, and they scored. It was
6-4, right? Yeah,
6-4 with an empty net or whatever, 5-4 you want to call it. 10 goals scored throughout the whole game. I mean, that's a lot of goals. But that's also a good thing because that just shows the Bruins. They only scored 1 goal their past 2 games coming in today. Then they scored 4. So
especially Hammond in that too. 11-0-1.
Yeah,
now it's 12-0-1.
See, they put pressure on one of the hottest goalies in the league at the moment. So that shows you something. But all that matters is the W, and they couldn't get that. They couldn't even get an extra point. So, I mean, you can take it how you want it, but the Bruins, they have 11 games left. They need to win, 8, 9 out of those 11.
Yes.
They want to be
They need to be in the playoffs. Anything in the playoffs they need to put everything on the line in the next 11 games. And they play the Panthers on Saturday. They're about, 8 points away? No.
Yeah, they still
6-5.
I think the Panthers are they're 5 points back, if I recall correctly. Mm-hmm. But, the injuries have hurt the Bruins this whole season. You have your second best player on the team.
David
Krejci's been out the past couple games. He traveled with the team this road trip, so he might be available this weekend. I personally wouldn't play him just because
you need him healthy, at least healthy for playoffs.
But if it comes down to it, they're going to need their best player out there. So they might need to throw him out there just to get those for sure wins. But man,
David Krejci always performing in the playoffs. Obviously, 2011 leading goal scorer. Back in 2010. When they didn't go past second round, he got hurt in the wrist. He was their leading goal scorer. And at least if David Krejci was in that Flyers series still, honestly, I think they could have won. But 2013, leading scorer as well. He performs well in the playoffs.
He does, so they need him back.
And hopefully Brett Connolly can come back with that broken finger. They said it was about 2 or 4 weeks. So hopefully it'll be around that time if they can make it. Spooner has been playing well.
Yeah,
6 goals in a week?
Something like that. You got 2 goals tonight. A week, something like that. He's been tearing it up. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I mean, he's been performing out of his fucking shoes. So, I mean, they need to... I would keep Spooner up. Just throw him on a different line if I were them. Just because he deserves it. He's been performing probably their best player the past couple games.
True.
So,
and honestly, what if Krejci comes back? And then what if Brett Connolly decides to come back too?
That's the thing. You got to go with whichever Claude Julien is most comfortable with, whoever he feels whoever is meshing together the best. He's a professional here, so he knows what he's doing. He'll do what he has to do. But all that matters is W, getting a wild card spot, whichever one they can get. You want to get top 3 in your division, but you want home ice some way you can. But all that matters is playoffs. And if they can get to the playoffs it's just look at the Kings when they won their first their first Stanley Cup back in 2012. Like they got in the last day.
Yeah.
And they literally just blew everybody out of the water.
Out of the playoffs. They just came out of nowhere. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
The
Bruins are definitely a proven playoff team for sure.
Yeah.
Last year they got snuck out early. But
I'm not even going to go into that Game 7. That's just...
Yeah, that was terrible.
The refs. And then, honestly, I was about to say, also, Johnny Boychuk, I don't know if you guys heard the news, 7-year contract extension for the Islanders.
Yeah,
Yeah, so, honestly, Islanders, I think they're going to go far off this. But anyways, yeah, just hopefully they can pick their shit up right now at the end of the season, right before playoffs, turn on shit. That's all you got to do.
Turn it on. Get the W's.
Yeah, and before this 3-game losing streak, before this second, their loss to Ottawa, the 6-4 game, they were on 5-game winning streak, right?
Yeah, now they're on a
5-game winning streak, 3-game losing streak. I thought things were going in the right direction. That loss to Buffalo, they played a good game against Buffalo. Fuck the shootouts. I'm tired of the shootouts. They need to go 3-on-3 overtime. Bruins suck at shootouts. I'm just gonna say it right up. Bruins suck shit at shootouts. I know you want to go into a goaltender and shoot, but fuck's sake. You see some of the other goals that people are scoring, they're deking out the goalie. You only see Marchand and Torrey Krug doing that. Everybody else is just shooting. And what's that other loss before Buffalo?
They lost to I'm not completely sure.
I think it was a Sunday game.
No. Yeah, there was Buffalo. Then they go to overtime. No.
But anyways,
I know. Well, they're on a 3-game losing streak. It doesn't matter who they played, who they lost to. They lost, so that's the past.
True.
They need to focus on Saturday, winning against Florida, and then they got a tough schedule coming up,
especially with divisional players.
Yeah.
Divisional teams. Yeah.
Anaheim on Thursday. Best team in the league.
But anyways, guys, this has been Hockey Stuff Guy and
Ian, okay, Flex.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Peace.